And those words matter, right? Experiencing homelessness.
Right,
so it's
exactly.
very different.
Right, because like, I mean, your words, like, they can be everything. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're not college. You're in college.
I'm not like, a Longhorn. I'm not like,
Yeah, you're experiencing longhornness.
Syndrome.
It's a temporary disease. It's okay. You'll grow out of it.
Yeah.
It's not always permanent.
No.
It's like puberty. It's weird to be a Longhorn. Oh, yes, BeatiDudes. You know what it's like to be traveling through this crazy earth in authentic fraternity with other men at a tiny table. That is the BeatiDudes. And I feel like if you actually understand what we're put on this earth for, this trial that we're going through, we're here to love and to serve God by loving Him and loving others in His name, which to me sounds like a core expedition. It sounds like one heck of a challenge. And, they might be living off the land. Here we're living off the lamb.
The Lamb of God.
I like that.
Thank you. My name is Jeff Schiefelbein. I came up with that on the spot because that's what we do on this show. Don't think.
Just talk.
I am joined by a great talker, Paul Kolker.
Why, thank you. I do enjoy to talk.
If you told me that Kolker meant talker, I'd believe you.
It's probably close.
Yeah.
I don't
Talker.
know. Ich nein spreche Deutsch.
Nice. And then also joining us is the German businessman, Nick Bezner.
No habla German.
Bezner means business.
Yes.
That's why we do this. Bezner means business.
Yeah, I'll give you the business.
So let me share some with you. For those of you that have ever seen Decided Excellence magazines, he's come out in different parishes if you're watching on the YouTube. And they just have different...
They also come out in different parishes if you're just listening.
That's right.
Jeff was showing the magazine. Sorry.
Touché.
I had to pounce.
That was
I love
good.
it. So this one that I'm holding went to Mary Immaculate, St. Monica, St. Rita, all great parishes, I'm sure, all adjacent somewhere to St. Anne Coppell.
Not that we're comparing.
No, but it's funny because there's an article in here about Triumph of the Heart. And I was laughing at myself. It's talking about all the great work Anthony D'Ambrosio's done. Brothers Helping Brothers. It's talking about the work that we've done between Nick and I, helping to raise money, sweat equity. And somehow you made it into this article. Have
I'm
you
in
seen
there?
this?
What?
The film stayed mostly hidden throughout the shutdowns until Anthony shared it with Jeff Schiefelbein and Nick Bezner. You know who we are. It says founders of Undivided Life. And this is two of the three co-hosts of the BeatiDudes, second set of parentheses, with Paul Kolker. parentheses. Like, you got double parentheses.
Oh, I
here.
see it.
You've
This is
been
like
parenthesized.
this is like programming language in here. Just like you had the if-then statements,
Yes.
parentheses.
But
and
I love this. Like, I'm going to get you in a magazine. I'm going to do all this stuff. And somehow it's still, this is about Paul Kolker.
All things lead to Paul.
thank you guys. But
I mean,
stop. But if you want to keep going,
Yeah.
but
Mm-hmm.
looky. They got Wyoming Catholic College here. Come
there you go.
experience the core outdoors.
Low ceilings are bad for the soul. I like that. Yeah, because even in churches, right, it's vaulted ceilings. It's supposed to be drawing our gaze upwards.
Yes. And so here we are, core. And then, of course, I just want to shout out somebody who's helped us to book a lot of guests. Diane Voren, thank you for everything that you've ever done.
She's the best.
Unbelievable. But speaking of somebody who has been introduced to us through the network, the Catholic network of the Diocese of Dallas, we're welcoming to the Tiny Table stage of life, Armando Parrish. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
What is this like for you, man?
Guys, this is a surreal experience. I listen to the BeatiDudes so often, love it so much. My favorite podcast.
Yeah.
I think he's telling the truth, and that's why I'm not going to make any. I'm not going to have any. I'm just
You
going to
listen
enjoy
to
this.
one podcast and we're your favorite?
Number one. Maybe even over Father Mike Schmitz.
Keep going. Yes.
Whoa. Okay.
Yes.
We're about to record with
Here's
him.
the funny thing. After we record with you, 2 people from now is Father Mike Schmitz. So you made it in before he did.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm dead serious. That's the caliber of what you
Man,
and
man,
we
oh
are.
man.
Wow.
Man, oh man, guys. What a gift.
I'm sitting in a seat of greatness.
Well, we're not taking the chair with us. We're
Way to rain on his parade.
It's like missing man formation. It's like somebody's going to be between me and Paul.
Hey, tell me if I'm right. Are you old enough to buy alcohol at a store?
I am not.
Do you want any? I could give you some.
We're literally garden, not a legal garden.
We are literally being recorded.
I'm testing him.
Oh,
This is a setup.
oh, it's a
I'm with
sting
the-
operation.
with the feds.
ATF.
TABC.
Yeah.
No, the reason I asked is, have we ever had somebody below 21 on the show?
No, I think
No.
they've all been 24.
Joe Donikowski looks
24.
like he was 13.
Yeah, he was.
He set the age
22.
look record,
Yes.
but I don't know. Armando's
Ooh.
pushing
You're pushing it.
it.
So, welcome to the show.
For our audio only listeners, Armando just looked so lost.
Welcome to the Tiny Table. I'll go
gold.
back to
It
this.
was gold.
Armando, you're the youngest guest in BeatiDudes history. And you're the primer before we bring on Father Mike Schmitz.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
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 Yeah.
You're the John the Baptist to the man
Ooh.
who stands in persona Christi.
He's not the penultimate, but he's the penultimate to the penultimate.
Oh, you know what that's called?
The third junior year, penultimate.
The pred ultimate. It's pre-pren third. I don't know.
No, I was going with you. I just
Yeah.
wanted to
You
see.
said
I couldn't
that.
figure out where
You
it was.
said it
Pred
pretty-
ultimate.
You said it pretty convincingly.
Yeah, well, here we go. But I met you before you were this age.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Nice. Yeah. Very, very nicely said.
That's how the past works.
We've covered the future. We've covered the past.
I actually can say the same thing about all of you. That's the thing I have in common with between all three of you.
Yeah.
I met you before this.
I met you before you were your age.
Currently.
Hey,
How did y'all get connected?
through Armando was doing amazing things in high school. Do you remember who it was that connected us?
Yeah. Mr. Guerrero.
That's
Homero Guerrero.
Oh, it was. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I knew it was one of the Bishop Lynch people. I thought it might be him. There's a couple others there that were close too. He's wonderful.
He's the GOAT. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's coaching my kids' futsal team, which
Nice.
futsal is the actual, I'm not even being funny when I say the word futsal. It's Futsol. It's not football. It's not soccer. It's not
Basketball.
basketball. It's futsal. Anyways, I know him well. Good man. But he connected us because he was like, you got to meet this young man at Bishop Lynch, a high school here in Dallas, Texas, who, let's just go into this. What were you doing in high school? It was not a typical high school life that you were living with the nonprofit work you were doing. Just go
Yeah.
straight in, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's dive in.
Yeah.
Head first. Yeah.
That's what
No.
Armando means.
It is.
It actually means the world in Spanish.
Oh.
It actually means the world.
Oh,
I can show you Armando.
It's actually Pitbull's first name is Armando.
No way.
It is.
Wait, so your name basically means Universal Church because it's the world
Ooh.
parish.
Which could mean Catholic.
What's your
Yeah.
middle name?
Matthew.
Wow. Mark that down.
Luke it up later.
I'll be on the John.
That's just between Paul.
What? I was just trying to finish. Anyway,
Yo.
why'd you go and make it weird? It was fine. Yeah, that was you, Jeff.
Okay.
Y'all are good.
No.
Y'all are good. This is on the fly.
Did you see all the prep we did beforehand?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was it.
So
We prayed and clapped.
you were doing something.
Back to Armando.
So Armando, you were doing something of note in the nonprofit space in high school.
Yeah.
Not super common for high schoolers to be doing something like that. What was it? What got you into that?
Yeah.
How'd you get connected to Jeff through that?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so going into my junior year of high school, I started a fundraiser for a homeless man. His name's Lorenzo. I've known him for probably a decade now
How did you know Lorenzo?
through my mom. My mom worked at High Five, and that's where all the highways are. And
Oh yeah,
I
the High Five interchange in Dallas. Yeah.
And during the summer, I would go to work with her. And whenever we go home, we'd always say hi to Lorenzo. He was a homeless gentleman that lived underneath the highway, underneath the bridge. And then I just grew close to him over the course of 8-9 years. And then I started a GoFundMe for him going into junior year to help him, get off the streets permanently. And then that led into the creation of Project Lorenzo, it's a charity that I co-founded to help the homeless.
Wow. So
Yeah.
let me ask you a couple questions. You got close to him, like rolling down the window saying, "Hey, Lorenzo, have a good day." Like, how did you get close to knowing this guy?
Yeah. So, no. So, yeah, my mom introduced me to him, and like he's an artist. So we would always bring him art supplies, and then the basics like food, water, the necessities.
Sure.
But then we'd bring him art supplies, batteries. We'd take him out to eat. Like he wanted to go to Long John Silver's for his birthday.
Sure.
Yeah, and and just seeing what he's like. But yeah, getting out, helping him, and just.
So you just like park somewhere nearby, you know where he's at?
Oh no, we'd park on the street.
You're
like
right there
throw on the hazards. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to.
People would be honking. People would be honking.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you guys.
How'd the GoFundMe do?
It was good. We raised a couple $1,000s. Yeah, it was good. Definitely short of like what I wanted to raise, but it was really good. It was really good. And then my mom's friend, she worked in business for a long time. And I always had the idea of starting a charity for the homeless, but like I never took the steps to do it because I didn't know how and I didn't look it up. And then she had a plan, like I had the passion. We came together and then we started fundraising junior year, fundraised through senior year, and then we started our program at In My Shoes during senior year. Yeah.
So tell me more about that. And a lot of people don't know In My Shoes. What are you saying you started it In My Shoes? What does that mean?
Right. So we started a program. It's called our Skilled Jobs Training. So there's this saying, give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day, and teach a man how to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. We want to teach people, how to fish, how to be self-sufficient. And how are we doing that, right? It's through income stability. What we do is we run a program called Skilled Jobs, where we're teaching computer-based certification courses like UX, UI design, professional certifications. We're teaching them in shelters to our students through like a 6-month program. And we started our program after we were a runner-up for a grant called the Pegasus Prize.
Runner-up?
Yeah, we were a runner-up.
Did you get any money for that?
We did. We did. Yeah, we did. We did get.
Congratulations. Somebody else got the money, but you were pretty good.
Pat on the back.
Yeah. You also got some money. That's good.
Yeah. No, praise God. Praise God. It was really good. But yeah, and then we started at In My Shoes in January 2023. We were teaching 5 moms, and we would go every other week for the next 12 months.
Cool.
Yeah, it's cool. And then right now we're teaching in the Bridge downtown.
Cool.
And that is what Project Lorenzo has turned into, is the skills teaching, or you got like 6 nonprofits now, and we're naming another one.
We have many hats. Like we wear a bunch of hats, right?
Got it.
Like that's the program we have right now. I'm working on another one. Like that's been my mission ever since I came to Austin. But like, we help, in the short term in charity, like helping with, bags, like immediate care, like mercy bags in the short term. And then Skilled Jobs is in the long term, acting in justice. Right. Yeah.
Wow.
It's freaking brilliant.
Awesome.
Oh, so good. So when you say mercy bags, just for anybody who maybe hasn't heard of this kind of thing.
Right. Yeah. It's just bags that have necessities, right? It's like granola bars, food, a list of shelters in Dallas, and shirts, socks, the basic necessities, toiletries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you throw in anything religious or prayer-based in there?
No, we haven't, but I literally wrote something down last night to make that a part of it, to make like a rosary and like how to pray a card. But no, not at this moment.
Do you want some stickers?
I would love some BeatiDudes stickers.
I'm just saying, like, you put it on a water bottle, people are like, what's that? And it leads to a really great conversation. You can give them out in mercy bags. No?
Jeff, you're using this as an opportunity.
I give out mercy bags.
Never off.
And they have
Always
prayer
on.
cards in them. Yeah, ride for the brand. And I think that's a good thing. I think, you pray over the supplies. That's an important part of it. But then if you can give somebody an encouragement or maybe an image of the Sacred Heart or something, go for it.
Right,
BeatiDudes.
right, 100%.
Yeah. Just throw that in there. Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
So you said you are now in Austin. Mm-hmm. Where are you at in life? What are you doing?
I'm at the University of Texas. I know I'm kind of out.
It's okay. It's okay.
No, that's
Ladies
No,
and
I mean,
gentlemen, we will see you in the UK. Thank you very much. If you've enjoyed this today's show at the Tiny Table, tune in to I don't know.
That's shift 2 on your keyboard.
I didn't know what number it was. Okay,
At
we'll keep
the
going.
_BeatiDudes.
We'll give him another shot. So you went to the University of Texas.
The greatest school in Texas.
In Austin.
Now you went too far.
I met with you when you were in high school.
Mm-hmm.
What happened after that?
We took we wanted to strive for greatness, you know.
And you fell short, and that's okay.
You know, when they talk about his generation, seems like they know it all. I know where that comes from.
Okay, so what are you studying? How are you?
We'll do the
how are
real
you-
part of
like,
this.
You have this thing going, you know, Project Lorenzo. You want to maybe pursue that further. Are you, studying business to go, try to take that further? Or are you doing something else?
Yeah, so I'm studying economics and philosophy. I just applied to transfer to the business school, so we'll see.
Cool.
But yeah, I'm studying econ and philosophy and super involved down at UT in Bucks, Christian fraternity down in
awesome.
Austin. Yeah. And yeah, it's been a good 2 years so far.
That's awesome.
Are you starting your junior year right now?
I am.
You are a junior?
I
or
know.
you're
I'm
finishing?
gonna start in August.
Finishing sophomore.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. You are so young.
I feel old.
This is a true story. When he told me he was going to UT, I smiled. I said, congratulations. I said, good luck. I said all the things.
These are good things to say.
But then, do you remember this? He said, do you have any friends that could help from a Catholic perspective? Do you know anybody in town? Didn't I hook you up with some cool people?
Yeah, the Austin Institute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dr. Orlandi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have talked to her before and met her for the very first time in person last weekend, but she
Nice.
has great things to say about you. So you made me look good.
They're good people. The Austin Institute is great. They're doing awesome things. Seriously. Like their undergraduate fellows program is phenomenal. They bring out these rock star professors from UT. It's great. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, there's really
good.
great people. It's all kind of a big joke, even,
Hey,
come
my dad
on.
always says it well. Like, if we all like the same thing, root for the same team, then it wouldn't be any fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The show before you, we had a super Aggie. This is no joke. Brandon Williams Jr. was here, and he helped to brand Brandon Coleman Jr. is what his name is. I was renaming the alumni center.
You were rebranding. Oh,
I was renaming the Clayton Williams Alumni Center after
Correct.
him. So I was
Correct.
Oh, there
blending
you
the
go.
names
Nice.
together.
Very good
That's
of
how
you.
much I appreciated that man and his input. And anyways, we finished our whole Friday show with him, all kind of sitting around crying about liking the University of Texas for how they treated the Aggies during the bonfire collapse. So we said a bunch of nice stuff. So this is a weird back-to-back. Like, I don't want people to think the whole brand has changed. We're just showing you what mercy really looks like.
This whole episode is our mercy bag.
There's the name of the episode.
Meet our mercy bag.
Mercy bags with Armando Parrish.
I mean, we can't all be Longhorns.
That's true. Somebody has to run the world. Did Lorenzo approve of you going there?
Yeah,
I mean, he wouldn't approve of me going, to College Station.
I'm moving on to my next question. Does anybody ever call you Lorenzo?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've told people that Lorenzo Parrish was coming.
Don't be offended by that. Jeff usually doesn't get my name right, and we're business partners. So.
we like to say that Jeff is directionally accurate. So if he gets most of something right, then we're like, okay, yeah, that's good.
I can get there.
Over 50%.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, way
right.
over. Way over.
Life is like a futsal goal. Just kick it hard and it might go in.
Sure. Many people have said that.
Many. It's actually, you can buy that at Hobby Lobby. It's all
Right
one-
next to the Live, Laugh, Love.
True story. My daughter is one of the 2 girls in this entire boys league for 5th grade. And futsal is a fast action, like indoor soccer thing, right? And you watch them. They're both good at their sport, both of these girls, but they also have like, I think, not intimidation, but like, what do I do next syndrome. And so I walk by them. It's because I show up to a game late. And they're sitting on the bench and their game is going on and their coach is there. Not Coach Guerrero. It was actually the assistant coach, Bennett Rawicki. And I said, hey, girls, when you get in that game, listen to me. Every time the ball's anywhere near you, kick hard, kick a lot, and don't stop kicking. And Bennett goes, don't listen to him, girls. He goes, and that's why he's not your coach.
Jeff, that's what you tell like the pre-K 4 kids on the soccer field, not 5th grade. We've got a little bit more strategy here.
Right. There's kind of
You just keep kicking.
I want to challenge you for a second. Even as an adult, if you went into a game and all you did was kick as much as you could, people watch out for you.
yeah, and you'd be really tired very fast.
You impact the game, though.
You do. You change it.
As long as you have subs, and they sub in there like hockey. They sub like midstream. So just kick and kick and kick and then run off and get a sub.
Okay.
That's life, man.
Yeah.
Run off and get a sub. Brought to you by Subway.
Eat fresh.
Oh. Okay, wait. So you said earlier, and we're intertwining everything together here, Armando. What you said earlier, you have a lot of projects underway.
Mm-hmm.
You have this skill learning that you're doing you kicked it off at a home for pregnant homeless women in town. You are continuing to find ways to bring that to other folks. What else is either currently happening or on the horizon for your impact work with the homeless?
Yeah. So
And I'm sorry to say, is the homeless the right way to refer to this? When I say the homeless population, people that are experiencing homelessness.
yeah, I mean the homeless, people that are homeless, people that are unhoused neighbors.
So do what I did and just ramble a bunch.
Yeah. Find something that
all are
sticks.
Again, directionally accurate.
Got it. Okay. I just never want to be the guy that's like, he said the homeless, and it's really
Right.
the homeless population.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Our unhoused neighbors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So going into senior year, whenever we were runner-up for the Pegasus Prize, we met someone there who had this amazing idea. Have y'all heard of Community First Village in Austin?
Mm-hmm.
So the idea is similar to that. It's a 3D printed tiny home village for the homeless, except it is a much smaller population. It's only 25 homes, 5 cul-de-sacs, 5 homes each divided by gender. And it's the same idea as Community First, right? People go homeless for a number of reasons, right? You know, you have people that are addicted to drugs and alcohol. You have people that have real mental illnesses. But the underlying cause of all of that, it's a lack of stable community, right? It's a lack of, like, let's say you lose your job, right? You lose your job. Where are you going to go? You're going to go to Jeff's house. You're going to go to Jeff's house, or you're going to go to your parents' house or your siblings' house, right? But if you don't have that community, if you don't have that fallback net, you're going to fall onto the streets, right? That's what Alan Graham down at Community First found. And that's what our model is based off of, right? We're filling that void that is chronic homelessness with true, authentic community and meeting people where they're at with the idea. It's called Hope Haven. The name's a work.
Hope Haven?
Hope Haven, yes.
Yeah.
The name's a work in progress. But that's the idea behind it right now, yes.
You're paving Hope Haven.
Paven, Hope Haven.
That's got all the makings of a #1 country song.
Paving.
Hope Haven.
In the year of the Jubilee.
It is the year of the
Yeah,
Jubilee.
well, and then by the time this episode comes out, we might be in Pope Haven.
Ooh.
We'll have a new Holy Father. Probably.
Probably.
I mean, I don't think
It should.
I don't think conclaves last that long.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And we know that we could put in the 3D printed barbershop and we could be shaven in Hope Haven.
Outside of lucid private offices.
.com.
Armando,
Amazing.
we love having you on the show.
I do feel like the BeatiDudes is going to be now franchised all over the world because Armando's proven to me that we're replicable. We could be 3D printed.
So these are 3D printed homes.
Yes.
Is that like with concrete walls? Is that how that's
right.
really
It's
happening?
printed on site. Mhm.
Cool. And so sorry, I want to make sure I got that. You're doing a similar concept? Or
Yes.
Got it.
Similar concept, except Community First is it's a bit larger. We want to focus on staying more smaller. And the idea behind it is that every person that comes into the community, they'll have a mentor that has been homeless and been where they are, right? Because
Oh, wow.
that's what a lot of drug and alcohol rehabilitation programs do. Is like they have someone who was an addict, they have someone who was where they're at, and they overcame it, right? And that person is just serves like a source of strength and hope.
Sure.
That's the idea behind it.
You can do it too. I did it.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, right.
Do you have professional staff on call in any way? Like you think about the counseling and the people that can help through some of the bigger issues that somebody's dealing with. In other words, like if I'm going to be accepted in, but I have this trauma in my past, I have this addiction, is there things that you can provide or do you still just try to get the stable community so that they're in a better place to go find that?
No, the idea behind it's like Community First. It's meeting them where they're. It's having those resources on site at Hope Haven. And I mean, obviously, Hope Haven doesn't exist right now, like material. But that's the idea behind it. And that's what we've been fundraising for.
That's awesome. How much money do we need to get started?
We need $5 million.
Okay, don't say it like that. We
No.
only need $5 million.
Correct.
BeatiDudes.
Correct.
You haven't given it to us. Give it to Armando.
Where can people go to donate if they are inspired by this and want to donate?
www.project.
Just skip the first part. It's 2025, man.
What's the website that people could go to? It's
ProjectLorenzo.org.
ProjectLorenzo.org.
No www is needed.
It's
you
true.
Can put them
you
in.
can, but you don't have
You
to.
can.
But generally accepted internet protocol would be to type them.
I love that
Because you're under 21, what does WWW stand for?
World Wide Web.
Impressive. Very good.
Because I'm a Longhorn.
I doubt you learned
Is that the reason you still type it? Is because you're a Longhorn?
Ooh, yeah.
I turned the Aggie joke back on you.
That's right. What does AT&T stand for?
Automatic telephone time.
And telecom.
I actually have no idea.
I don't know.
Yeah. I was trying to think of something I would know that he didn't, but I couldn't come up with anything.
Automated telephone.
Well, I just love that the 46-year-old corrected a 20-year-old on how to use the internet.
Get used to it.
Jeff's so good at that usually, so that's amazing.
You heard me give him that commercial earlier for the websites. Have you ever been in a Lucid private office?
No, this is my first time in a Lucid private office.
.com.
Sis.
.coms. You belong up here. And we do allow other Longhorns here too. I mean, we have a couple.
For sure.
Katie went to the Longhorns.
Yeah.
The person that helped you up here. The person that showed you how to walk through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeff. What?
You're so sick of me right now.
So ridiculous.
You know what? I think it's perfect time for.
It's time for Blessed are the Joke Makers, for they shall inherit the points.
That's right.
Oh, I get to decide.
You get to judge.
Oh,
This is going to be a big
so
one.
we already know who's not winning.
Do we? Do we? I'm shocked by this.
I love this.
I wish guests would know that if they just
The
participate.
Aggies not going to win? Like, that's
right.
Well, he looked at Jeff, so
Right.
I feel pretty confident.
This one's going to be worth 140 points.
Ooh, I love that. Okay. And we have a character card, Catholic card game card, and then we have to become this character to answer the Catholic card game prompt. You just get to decide who done it best. It's all up to you.
Yeah.
Personal preference. Doesn't matter. You're the judge, jury, and executioner. Here we go. The character we have to become is, as a proud redneck, a Catholic's secret guilty pleasure.
A Catholic's guilty secret pleasure is every time there's a beer spill or there's chips left over, we look at it until we come up with which kind of shape it looks like. That might be a saint or might be some sort of apparition. And we say it's a miracle.
Yeah, man, I just gotta say that when you think about what Catholics are really all about, it's the stained glass and the way the light just breaks through them, shines right through that natural light. Makes me think of Natty Light, and that's my secret pleasure. Is I just love drinking me some Natty Light.
That's a good one, tall boy.
Thank you.
I call you tall boy all the time.
Mando. I'm just going to call you Mando. You look like a Mando to me. The best part about being Catholic is when you're out there on the farm, you're growing your grapes, and you're just like, man, I'm going to make me some homemade wine. And that gets to be the body of Christ, or blood of Christ. I mean, you just get to donate that to the church, and then they just use it as part of the Eucharistic and the consecration. Mando.
Mando.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know.
Yum. Mando, what's it going to be?
It's up to you.
I'm going to have to give it to Nick.
Yeah!
I am going to have to give it to Nick.
Nick embodied the redneck ethos, I think, better than any of us.
You could tell how natural it was for him because even when he said body, it's like blood, whatever. Mando.
Mando.
That's good.
Nobody's
That was
going
really
Mando here at the tiny table. Now listen now.
On their socks, on their feet.
That's why we're giving away these socks.
Wow.
You were getting St. Francis Cabrini, socks from Sacrilegious. We've never given these out before.
Of fame of the film Cabrini.
Am I the first?
Yes.
Wow.
To get
get
this.
those.
I've actually wanted to buy one of their shirts because I saw that they were selling shirts.
Wait a minute. You don't own
Sacrilegious?
anything from Sacrilegious?
I don't.
Sacrilegious.com is where you can go and buy everything. They have-
/ BeatiDudes for 10% off.
and there's performance polos.
Performance
on there.
polos.
But you can't get 10% off that. Pay full
That's
price.
Catholic Concepts.
Yeah.
Sister companies.
Well,
They make your biceps look bigger than they are. Ask Jeff.
commercial. Nick, when it comes to investing, I just feel like money and morality don't always line up. What's the answer?
Often that's the case, but our friends at Aquinas Wealth Advisors have a really great solution. It's called the Faith and Finance Score. You go on their website and you put in your info. They tell you where you're invested and where it doesn't actually line up with where you want to be.
So you mean I don't just have to funnel money towards a retirement fund where I don't know what it's investing in?
That's right, you don't. And you don't even have to give up or sacrifice returns. You can get both.
So just get on the computer, bing, and I type in the website.
AquinasWealth.com. It takes longer to type than it does to get your faith and finance score.
Thanks, guys. Great job, Nick.
You betcha.
You know what I think is hard about starting a business? Healthcare, for crying out loud. It's expensive. It's intimidating. At the end of the day, you're probably paying for stuff you don't even agree with. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
I knew you could. So what we did is we started working with Solidarity Health Share. Totally different. These folks are aligned with us morally and ethically. And even the structure from a cost perspective works for us as we're launching businesses, as we're growing our families. And I don't know if you know this, but a couple times my kids went to the hospital in the last 2 years.
They sure have.
Yours?
But Solidarity has walked with us through all of it, including some crazy stuff for Benny Pro, my little boy. So all of this to say, I would encourage anybody out there thinking about their own business, their own needs, check out Solidarity Health Share for a better alternative to regular healthcare. So check out learnmore.solidarityhealthshare.org/BeatiDudes.
Hi, it's Paul Kolker from the BeatiDudes here, and I just wanted to share with you guys that I also, outside of the show, perform improv comedy on a regular basis with a group called Divine Comedy. So what we do is we come up with everything on the spot, so whether you're looking for faith-filled, fun, family-friendly comedy for your youth night, or whether you're looking for clean comedy for your corporate event, Divine Comedy can perform for your group and even get you in on the action. So if you'd like to hire us to come out and perform for your next event, check out DivineComedyImprov.com. Divine Comedy, an inferno of fun.
Stop what you're doing and listen to the BeatiDudes.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here with Armando Parrish, talking all things Project Lorenzo and ministry to the homeless. One thing, like, personally, like, I've done mercy bags or bags of hope or whatever you want to call it for different folks before, but a lot of times it's like, even in that moment, like, there's an uncomfortability of like, here you go, and you hand something to them through your car window at a red light. Like, how does this, like, encounter, how do you get better at encounter with these homeless people that are people, right? They are not going to hurt you for
The most part.
99.9,
Yeah, the most part,
99%
yeah.
of the time. Like, but there's this stigma around it, and they know it, and we know it, and like, how do you engage with that?
Yeah. I mean, humility. It's yeah. I feel like, there comes a point, in the act of, like, doing that first thing, like that awkward first encounter, there is still goodness to that. Like, I mean, I think you just have to keep doing it. And you have to realize, these are people with dignity too, right? Like, these are still human beings and they're still loved. And most people who are homeless, like, the most tragic thing is that people won't look at them, right? Like, they feel ignored. And I think whenever you realize that, and then whenever you look at a person, like, in the eyes who's experiencing homelessness, like, it can change your life. It can totally change your life. Yeah.
I think that's a good reminder, just the way you said experiencing homelessness, because sometimes people are just down on their luck.
Right,
and
exactly.
And they don't have the family or the network that you mentioned earlier where, or maybe they live completely across the country or even other side of the world from their family or something. It's just, who do they go to?
It's not a permanent thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Now, I mean, obviously, for certain cases or certain people where they have some of the mental issues or something, there might be that tendency towards it being more permanent. But obviously, that's where you guys are trying to build a community that helps with that.
Yeah, no, you're right, and that's like it's not always permanent. Like it's not who you are. It's like I am homeless. Like that's not who you are. And it's like I think we have to recognize that. Yeah,
and those words matter, right? Experiencing homelessness.
Right,
is
exactly.
very different.
Right, because like I mean, your words like they can be everything. So yeah.
You're not college. You're in college.
I'm not like a Longhorn. I'm not like
Yeah, you're experiencing Longhornness
syndrome.
It's a temporary disease. It's okay. You'll grow out of it.
Yeah.
It's not always permanent.
No.
It's like puberty. It's weird to be a Longhorn.
Okay.
We've lost a bunch of people that actually like us right now.
Yeah.
Go back and watch the last show where we talked to somebody who's not from UT
here's
and we were
here's
nice.
something real. Our friend Anand runs Project Finding Calcutta ministry here in town, and they just did a 5K. It was like a fundraiser, but it went through downtown, and there were things that they gave to all their runners to encounter the homeless.
Praise God, nice.
On the run. Yeah, like incredible.
That's awesome.
Incredible. Right?
Yeah.
He was just telling us, sharing some stories from people's encounters and their engagement. And like, what a cool 5K.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Get it on your calendar for next year.
With a purpose. That's awesome. Yeah. What about, do you have any fundraisers coming up that we can support?
We just had our 5K fun run. We literally just had it like 2 weeks ago.
It's the time of the year.
Yeah. No.
Did you do it in Austin?
No, here in Dallas at Oak Point Park in Plano. But
nice.
Yeah, same concept except ours wasn't, through downtown, which is pretty cool though.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, we will have a music festival coming up next year. We had our last music festival in August 2022, and then we're aiming to have one this upcoming year, and then we'll have obviously the fun run.
What is in the music festival? Is there a genre? Are you bringing in outside acts? Is it a battle of the bands? What are you doing here?
We haven't decided on a genre. Last year, in 2022, it was very much so a mix. It was all like a bunch of bands. Like we had Emerald City, and it was a bunch of like alternative rock. I mean, we got, I think, 25 bands. We had about 500 people come out. It was a blast. It was a really good time.
I bet if you quizzed me, I would know 0 of them.
For sure.
Was Leonard Skinner there?
Leonard Skinner was
Alabama
not there.
also not there. You could just you used to be able to just name after a state. Alabama,
good. Yeah.
Kansas.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
Can
you name a third one?
Emerald City.
Can you name a third one?
Alaska. I don't know. I can name a third state.
There's got to be a third state that's a band.
I'm sure there's a Texas band out there.
No,
well,
they do Texas.
They do always say, and now for the main event, so it's probably Maine.
That was well played.
Is it like only bands, or is it like band/podcast, or like how does that?
Hey, we had a bunch of vendors come out. You're more than welcome to come out and do a BeatiDudes podcast at the Project Lorenzo Music Festival.
BeatiDudes.
Yeah, you said it.
BeatiDudes.
I think if we did this and funnel cake, we could get some audience. But both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to do Reverse Simpsons?
Oh my gosh, I've never seen Reverse Simpsons.
Well, it changes all the time. Explain what this is while I get a pen.
Yeah, so if you've ever seen the TV show The Simpsons, they start every episode differently.
Like the intro.
The intro
slightly different.
Okay.
They tweak it. Yeah, so for us, we end every Monday episode differently, and so that's why we call it Reverse Simpsons, because we're ending differently.
Reverse.
This is literally going to be a quiz.
Okay, but do we need more?
No, because it's the BeatiDudes versus Armando.
Oh, okay. So
Paul's our scribe.
I'll be the scribe.
This is a quiz about the University of Texas at Austin that I have not seen the questions for yet. And it's you versus the three of us.
Did you make this before I came here?
I didn't make it. Someone
on
made
our team did.
Yes. So that I get to participate because I've never seen this. Like I'm literally opening this for the first time. Here's the answer. So we'll just go question and then answer. Each question is worth a 1.5 points. And I'm only doing that because I'm pretty sure you can't handle math.
So antagonistic.
I don't know. We're going to shake this and this football helmet's going to fall on you. Okay, so you get the point, right? Armando versus us. We get to talk out loud so we can come up with our answer.
Wait, so it's us versus the world.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, BeatiDudes versus the world. There's your other option for an episode title.
This is the most contentious show you'll ever watch. We took on the world, and we're about to find out 10 questions later who wins or loses. So if each question's worth 1.5 points, what is the maximum number of points you could get? There's 10.5.
Okay, 15.
There's 10.5? 10.5 questions?
Wait, so 15.75?
That's correct.
Mind you, I took Calc 1 and Calc 2 at UT.
Mind you.
and
No big deal.
Failed them.
No,
but he took
no.
Benny went into psychology.
philosophy.
See?
Directionally.
Okay, what is the name of the cannon fired after touchdowns at UT football games? What is the name of the cannon? Dumb cannon? Is that? Do you actually know?
I got it.
You really do? Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on. Don't say anything out loud.
Mm-hmm.
But this is weird. We should just somehow can you just leave and we'll just
No.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know? Okay, we're gonna just get the answer now. You feel like you're ready?
Oh, I know it.
You do? What is it?
Smokey the Cannon.
Smokey the Cannon.
Smokey
Paul, what did we put?
Worse than A&M's cannon.
All right, that's a half point for us, a point and a half for you.
Okay.
Okay, can somebody keep track of the points too? He got one. He got one and a half.
Keep track of your points.
We got half a point. Okay, what do you want? This is question number 2. What do you want to see before an exam for good luck? Are you just answering all of ours?
Yeah, I'll just
Okay,
answer.
that's fine. This is
Perfect.
Just,
it's perfect.
You
I know.
represent us.
I'm thinking of what he's probably writing.
What do you? Don't look at his work, Armando.
I'm not.
Mando.
Mando Clarisserian. What's his name?
What a stretch. Go back to the 1980 Star Wars episode 5 for that reference. Lando Calrissian.
Oh my God. How did you even... Jeff, did you come of age in the 80s?
I've already covered this. It's not a question.
Okay,
What did you put down, big guy?
It's a white squirrel.
It is an albino squirrel.
I put Bevo dying.
Okay, you get a point and a half.
I was thinking of
half a point.
a penny on Sully.
I thought of that first, and then I wanted to be more aggressive.
Give us half a point.
But who won the A&M Texas game this year?
I'm moving on to question 3.
Question 3.
Who was too scared to play us for the 10 years we would have beaten you consecutively?
Hold on.
I mean, we can play this all day. It doesn't matter.
Oh, we busting out?
Well, Nick and I get to put in our questions. If any of us just have better answers than you, you lose.
3 on 1.
With the subjective judge.
Yeah, Jeff is the judge, and he gets to answer.
Does this surprise you?
Number 3.
No,
Okay, number 3. Which famous UT alumni wrote the book Astrophysics for People in a Hurry and starred in the hit TV series Cosmos, A Space-Time Odyssey? I feel like there should be some sort of music playing. Which famous UT
I
alumni?
do know the actual answer to this one.
Gosh, what's that?
Bill Nye.
Is it Bill Nye?
No, I don't.
No.
Okay, what did you put, Armando? Let's see if you got it
I took an astronomy class spring last year. The last name is Wisner.
It's Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, I got it too.
Wow.
Well, yeah, the Cosmos one.
So we
was the
got
one
3
too.
points on that one?
And he got, yes, because he got -1.5.
Yeah, you didn't know you lose
Oh,
points,
it's not just plus, it's also minus.
but only for you.
Only for the Longhorn.
You're supposed to know this stuff.
Oh, Mando.
Mando.
All right, what's question 4?
Okay,
4.
number 4. Who invented the hook'em hand sign and when? Who invented the hook'em hand sign and when? Who invented the hook'em hand sign and when? All right, what'd you get there, Mando?
It was a UT student
Okay.
in 1953.
I'm actually going to give you a half a point. It was Harley Clark in 1955, but the fact
Nice.
that you had the 50s,
In the 50s.
pretty impressive. You're making a comeback.
I just said somebody after A&M did gig them.
Okay, that's true. And then you?
Did you write one?
Yeah.
What'd you write?
Two Finger Frank in the Civil War.
I wrote the devil before Adam and Eve.
Wild statement. Crazy take.
I feel like that was almost like a checkmate the way that one played out.
I'm gonna give myself a
Crazy.
The BeatiDudes got something for that. Okay.
He's not going to want to come back for the Friday. He's just going to leave.
The good news is he can't get out of here because
that's a good
it's
point.
recorded back to back.
We can box him
He
in.
literally can't get out of
Wait,
here.
it's not on Friday?
I know. It's gonna,
We record
sorry
him.
about your schedule up there. What is the nickname for the 6 original buildings off of the main mall?
You said something
What
about
is
this in the hallway.
nickname? So,
I'm actually a liberal arts student, so
Okay.
I know this.
How could you be writing that much?
hear my Okay, what's the nickname for question 5?
The 6-pack.
It's called the 6-pack. What did you put, Nick?
I wrote the drag, parentheses, queen.
Okay, yeah, that's perfect. The drag. I put Gadzooks, Hot Topic, Gerbeau, Gas, Old Navy, and JCPenney.
Just a mall.
For the mall.
Gadzooks! Did you grow up in the 80s?
I wrote the keg.
That's a good one. We just renamed it.
I mean,
it's like
Zig-
the Gulf of America. That's what we're
It's
calling
like the
it.
6-pack wants to be the keg.
Right? Moving
I'll
on
give
up.
you full credit for that.
Thank you.
I feel like, should we just have music going or something? I
Yeah,
feel like
maybe
this kind of
some-
feels weird, huh?
Yeah.
Perfect. Feels not weird.
No, this is great. Keep
We're
going.
going to keep the BeatiDudes weird. That's what we do. That's what our t-shirts say.
Number 6.
What is the drum? What is the drum the band hits after the football touchdown? What is the name? What is the drum after the band hits after a football touchdown?
After they
Not
score
like
a touchdown, there's
Yeah.
a huge drum.
Yeah, but
They
listen,
hit
it's
it.
after a football touchdown. What other touchdowns have you ever experienced?
Futsal.
Hey, I'm sure ChatGPT wrote this. Don't worry.
No, this is the one she actually used in her, they call it in her org. She was the president of
Okay.
Texas
Lone Stars.
Lone Stars. She told you this already?
Mm-hmm.
You just got a point. Give him a point.
He's keeping track of his own
Oh,
points.
yeah. Okay. So what's the name of the drum that they hit whenever they score
Big
something?
Bertha.
Let's see here. Big Bertha or now Bigger Bertha. Seems like a problem. What did you put?
I had the big, and I thought, I can't remember. So I went Big Tex.
Big Tex.
Smart.
I said if they score a football touchdown, it's a Timerical.
I just put never heard it.
We get the same points he gets on that one. We are undefeatable.
In our own eyes. Please come back for Friday.
Okay. What words are inscribed on the tower? What words are inscribed on the tower? Okay. What do you think it was there? You playing? Is this y'all's fight song I'm playing right now?
Totally.
No, ours is much better.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Okay. Do you know what the words are?
I do.
Jeez,
It is.
What's wrong with you guys?
Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free.
Yeah. Okay. That's great that you did know that. What'd you get?
I wrote the eyes of the First University of Texas, which is Texas A&M, are upon you.
Nice. I wrote E pluribus meth lab.
I literally just wrote E pluribus unum. Yeah. I just wrote the real thing.
You gotta be a little bit psychotic to
Gotta be a little bit.
That's true.
get that one.
All right, we got
I
no
didn't mean-
points
I
on
didn't
that
mean
one.
I didn't mean that.
Which part?
The psychotic.
I didn't mean the meth lab either. We don't have to over-explain ourselves.
I felt bad.
The psychotic part is that we both went E pluribus.
Correct.
Okay,
Crazy.
number 8. Gosh, this is a hard quiz. What is the name of UT's first mascot? What is the name of UT's first mascot? Okay. Look, he's squinting. This is like He's a
thinking.
bad poker player.
I'm actually a phenomenal poker player.
That's kind of my point. I think you know all of these. I think you're playing us right now. What's the name of the first mascot?
Guy?
A dog named Pig.
Oh, it's a dog. It's a dog named.
What'd you put?
13-0.
Yep. You know what I put?
Because that's how they became Bevo.
Bevo?
Yeah.
I put cow.
Since it was a dog, I put Devilly
Instead of Reveille.
instead of Reveille, which is our mascot.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well played.
Everybody who's listening just got smarter. Okay. This part of the song is really weird to me.
Any points?
Yeah, the audience just got a point for putting up with that one. Okay, numbers 8, 9.
9.
What is the name of the instrument that plays in the tower? What is the name of the instrument that plays in the tower? The tower plays an instrument in there.
I wrote bell.
Bell.
A bell.
What do you got, Armando?
There's a name for it, but it's a bell.
Bells is in the word. It's, I don't know what this word is. Carillon bells?
Yeah, that's it. Carillon. Yeah.
I put cowbell.
I wrote a kazoo.
Kazoo. It'd be better if they did that.
There's actually a group of students that have to ring it. They ring it every 15 minutes.
Every 15 minutes?
Do they go to class?
They must take 15-minute shifts.
I bet by the time you graduate, you've rung it a carillon times.
Nice. 10. Next question. Final question.
Okay, here we go.
Is this a double bonus?
Everybody, how many of your points do you want to bet on this one?
All of them.
Oh, daily double.
Okay, I
all,
want to.
all of them.
You bet all of yours. I'm betting 3x mine.
He didn't say there was a limit.
So we'll just see how this goes.
Okay.
You know, Aggies read the rules beforehand, and they run the show. Okay, this show, we do run this show. Yeah,
We do.
Yeah, it's actually true. How many stories, i.e., how tall, is the tower? What do you have anything else at this school behind besides a tower?
That's all they have.
How many stories?
How many stories tall is the
How many
tower?
stories is the tower? How tall is the tower? I think I have the winning answer. How many stories is it?
17?
Close. There is a 7 in it. It's 27 stories tall was the answer that Katie gave. We're not sure if she's right. What did you think
I
it was?
wrote 12 stories, just trying to be like A&M with the number 12.
Yeah, I was thinking through all the different questions that every one of them says the word tower in it. And when it says how many stories is the tower, I said all the stories. It's just every story there is about the entire university is the tower this, the tower that, McConaughey, the tower.
McConaughey. Sprinkle his name. All right.
What'd you put?
I just put last time I went there, I just saw Ron. Like 2 towers.
Sauron. I'm
Sauron.
with you.
I'm not.
Sauron from Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Now
It was a
now I
stretch.
understand.
It was a stretch. Don't worry about it.
All right. Final.
I can't believe I got a double Jeopardy on that. That was awesome.
Yeah. Who won in your eyes, Armando?
Apparently not me, because I just lost all of my points.
On the double jeopardy. No, you keep them.
You know, we'll let you keep your points. The refs cheated, and that's usually how it goes when the Longhorns show up with any points and get to ring the ding dong or whatever it is.
I'd say I'd give you 10. I'd give you 10 points for
You
that.
know, we want him to share this show with his friends, right?
Hey, in all honesty, if you've watched this show and this is the first time you've ever experienced this, just go back one episode and you'll be like, oh, these guys are actually pretty nice to people who like the Longhorns. Of course, it was another Aggie we were talking to. We do love you. This feels very contentious.
In like a big brother way. Like,
Yeah.
we love you.
See, yeah, we took on the world, and Armando,
The world won.
you did, because I got to say,
You knew a lot.
yeah, you're not even 21 years old, and you were making a giant impact in the world. So we appreciate you. So we're helping. Iron sharpens iron is what we would call
Yes.
most of that
100%.
part. Yeah. All right. Any last thoughts as we finish out this Monday roller coaster?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hear it.
If you need office space, please go to lucidprivateoffices.com.
Don't forget the S. Yeah.
Amazing.
What if you want to ditch your cell phone and experience the wilderness in God's glory.
You go to the University of, you go Wyoming Catholic.
Yes, and they have their core
Core
expeditions.
Expeditions.
Core stands for
COR.
I actually love that
Catholic
episode.
Outdoor.
Recreation Renewal. See?
I actually almost went to Franciscan.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool place too.
Yeah, it is.
Well, we will see you all at the various universities throughout Texas and beyond. And for the rest of you, we will
See you in the Eucharist.
God bless.
Thanks for tuning in. If you'd like to join us at our undersized table, subscribe to the video version of the show on YouTube by typing @, that's the symbol @, so shift and 2 on your keyboard, @the_BeatiDudes on YouTube. We'll see you there.